Hi. I don't think we're meant to stay connected to everyone that we've ever met. When I had my birthday this year, I decided to delete social media, just for a year, to see how it goes. Within the span of a day, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and everything in between was gone. I only have 9 apps on my phone, and 7 of them are system apps. You could tell that I'm not the most exciting person. I don't know what everyone's doing, where a schoolmate had their milk tea 2 hours ago, or what real a friend decided was relatable. At first, honestly, I was worried that it would sour my relationships. Most of the people I knew used Instagram, and though they had my number and contact on a messaging app, I didn't really think we'd interact all that much. It might have been stupid to delete a 5-year-old account on a whim, but I think staying stagnant is also stupid. The first thing I noticed after going through with the decision was the air. The literal air. I was suddenly hearing the gust of winds throughout my day, seeing how the sun hit the water, and all those naturey things. A week ago, I planted my first flower. Like, I actually went outside to find some soil. I ended up completely forgetting where my phone was for days on end. I played old Roblox games for hours, going through thrift stores and secondhand bookshops. After 2 months, I finally found reading books interesting instead of tiresome. Not that anyone asked, but my favorite book as of the moment is The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. It made me wonder if we've confused being reachable with being close, or even connected. For example, in a high school setting, there are people I've spoken to every day whom I've never really connected with, if at all. I don't think about them outside of class. There are also people that I haven't talked to in months who I could message one random day and we'd pick up like the time between us was absolutely nothing. I don't think those two things are measured by how often our names appeared in each other's notifications. I really think knowing extra just puts useless information in your brain, like garbage in a river. Who cares if someone from your maths class 8 years ago is at Starbucks on 8th Avenue, or if that girl you met on vacation just got married? When you post a story on Instagram, a note, or a video, you get anxious whenever nobody likes it. Are they judging me? You seem to think. But if someone you aren't close with likes it, do they like me? Or is my loyal story liker? Is this music alright? In reality, everyone's just absent-mindedly tapping at their screens. It's like we're programmed to observe the lives of people that we've long outgrown. Elementary classmates, someone from your club in high school, a boy you had a group project with 2 years ago. And the thing is, these aren't people that we'd call if something wonderful happened, or if something terrible befell us either. It feels more like surveillance. What I'd like to say is that I think life would be more peaceful spent observing the sun, playing with that stray cat on the street, or feeding pigeons, a personal favorite. I've never considered myself a social person, which is why I'm able to do this so easily, for so long. But ever since I've been off social media, I've befriended 3 stray cats, watered plants, written a really shitty novel, and started a YouTube channel. I also now know the different types of clouds like I did in elementary school. And stargazing, cloud watching, and insect collecting have become part of my usual routine. Yesterday, I made carrot soup. Silence often gets a bad reputation. In a hyper-connected world, being out of the loop and keeping to yourself feels weird and wrong. Of course, I'm not saying these choices come without repercussions. When school starts back up, I'll most likely be left out of the latest trends, conversation loops, and maybe be judged a bit for not being on Instagram. For me, some people belong to seasons of our lives. Some friendships become memories. Some conversations should never be reopened again. Before social media, most people drifted out of our lives. We remembered them as they were. Now everyone lingers in our peripheral vision forever, and those lingering connections often become shallower instead of deeper. Instead of remembering them as they were a decade ago, all you can think of now is how they post memes that you don't agree with. I don't know. I just know that this summer has been one of the quietest summers that I've ever had. And somehow, it's also been one of the fullest.